Hello, we're here at ETHKL, and you want to introduce yourself?
I'm Tien
From?
Pendle.
What can you tell us about what Pendle does?
Pendle is a yield trading protocol. So users can tokenize DeFi yields and then trade the DeFi yields on our venue. So among the use cases that Pendle can enable is fixed income, fixed rates, and for yield trading.
I'd love to hear what your background is, because you gave a talk earlier on a panel about liquid staking derivatives. That's quite a complicated concept, actually. So how did you learn about that?
Lots of readings on Twitter.
And your background?
Well, so I started out in crypto relatively early in 2014. But I got involved professionally in crypto through Kyber as one of the founding team members in 2017. So along the way, I had the opportunity to witness the growth of DeFi and how it has evolved to what it is today pretty closely. So along the way, in 2020, we decided that there was an opportunity to develop a protocol to cater to the fixed income demand. And that was pretty much the motivation for us for starting Pendle.
So by fixed income, you mean staking for returns, etc.?
Yeah, so not just staking for returns, but because crypto, a large part of the proposition of DeFi is APR, right? And typically in most DeFi venues, the yields are fluctuating and volatile. So for example, if you deposit asset into Aave, you are expecting some lending interest, but the lending interest is not fixed. It can float anywhere between, for example, USDC, anywhere between 1% to 5%, depending on the utilization rate. So this is good, but it doesn't offer certainty to users. So where we come in is to enable that certainty that users want innately. So for example, if there's an asset that offers fixed yield for 3% on Pendle, that's really fixed. There's no fluctuation of APY, whether the market goes up or down.
Well, that's a really, really useful product right there. Could you tell us a bit more about your background in crypto, how you first got involved and what your first token was?
I started out volunteering in crypto communities. So a lot of projects that I worked with, they're no longer around. But along the way, I picked up good experience and from community management, and then gradually evolved to becoming more involved in business development and build up a good network from my time at Kyber.
So the very first moment you heard about crypto, do you remember that?
When my friend's Bitcoin was hacked when he deposited it at Mt. Gox.
Oh. And then your first purchase was shortly after that?
No, it was actually a few years after. So my first purchase was 2015 or 2016. My first asset was actually Ether through Coinbase.
Excellent. And then what other tokens do you hold aside from Ether? What's your largest token holding besides Bitcoin or Ethereum?
Stables.
Stable coins.
Yeah, USDC and USDT, and frankly, a lot of Pendle. We're still early. There's a lot more that we can do, and we want to be the blue chip of the next cycle.
Are you fundraising through VCs or doing a token raise?
Not actively at the moment, but yeah, we're always open to chatting with strategic investors.
Okay, and how can people find you?
Twitter. Pendle is Pendle_FI, and then for myself, it's TN_Pendle.
Perfect. Thank you very much for your time. I think what you're doing is great, pushing the industry forward, and especially for fixed income and DeFi products as well. There's not enough people like you guys, and really excited to follow along and see your overall success.
Well, thanks a lot for having me.